Hello, I'd like to talk to you about the difference between mass, gravity and weight. In front of me I've got a bag of flour, and on the side of it says it contains 1 kilogram. Now the kilogram is the measure that we use, or the unit that we use for measuring mass, and the kilogram is a standard unit of measure for mass. So the amount of matter that's in this kilogram of flour is 1 kilogram. Now it doesn't really matter what it is, it's the fact that its mass compared with other masses of a kilogram will be the same. Now I can show that by taking my balance scale and placing the flour on one side and a standard kilogram mass on the other, and hopefully they balance. And they do, which shows us that inside the bag of flour there is a kilogram of matter. Now another way of thinking about mass is it's a property of objects which resists accelerating by a force. Now the way I can show this hopefully quite easily is if I take this small mass, this is 1/10 of a kilogram, I can accelerate it backwards and forwards very easily. Now if I take a much larger mass, I've got a 10 kilogram mass here, if I try and accelerate this backwards and forwards, it's much more difficult. So that's mass. Now, gravity is a force that acts between all objects that have mass. Now, I have these two objects here, and there is actually a gravitational force of attraction between these two. Now, these two objects have such a small amount of mass that it's actually impossible for me to be able to feel the gravitational pull between them. Even if I take my much larger mass here, I still can't feel a pull between them. Now the Earth is a much more massive object, obviously, and therefore we can feel its gravitational pull down, and that's what we call weight. And so we can actually measure weight with a Newton meter, because weight is a force, it's measured in newtons. Now if I take my original standard kilogram and place it on my Newton meter, I can see that I've got 10 newtons. So on Earth we have 1 kilogram is equivalent to 10 newtons, and that's its weight. So when we talk about the weight, some people may call this a weight, but actually weight is the size of the force that the Earth is pulling this down with. And now because this is a 10 kilogram mass, on Earth every kilogram is pulled down with 10 newtons. This actually would have a weight of 100 newtons. Thank you. I hope you understand that, and now it's time to do the quiz.